tying the vine up to the row across to move the vine canes and wires out of the way of the auger handle. I'll start by assembling the tripod by putting the base plate on the bottom of it. Then I'll position the tripod over where I want my tube to go. I can loosen the nuts on each leg and manipulate the tripod until this bubble level is in the middle to show that the probe is vertical. Screw the handle onto the system. The other option is the light handle, which is good for sand. Now I'm going to measure out how far I need to dig through the tube each time. So I want to make sure that I don't go any more than I want to be less than the auger head length marker. Mark the spot on the auger. I'm just going to file away with the sharp edge of the cutting edge a little bit of the tube to make it easier to put it in. The purpose of the cutting edge is to cut through the dirt as we're hitting it down. Nice sharp edge. Place the knocking tool on the end of the tube and knock the tube in about a foot to start off with. Use my sledgehammer to gently tap it in. How far do you usually go, Rob? Depending on what the soil type is like, will be how hard it is to knock the tube in and how far you get each time. After you've knocked it in the first bit, dig it out. Dig out the soil down to the bottom and then knock it in a little bit more. Dig out the soil again and keep going through this process until you have the tube right down to the tripod level. While doing this, we don't want to dig too far past the tube or disturb the installation. Place the yellow plastic nylon knocking tool in to get the last bit. Knock that down until you reach the indicator on the knocking tool. Then dig out the last bit of soil that you can with the auger and remove the tripod. Then, using the auger, get the last bit of dirt that you couldn't reach with the tripod on, just down to the bottom of the tube so that all of the soil is removed from the inside of the access tube. Try to keep all of the spoil from the site in one area so that it doesn't disturb the site around the probe. Remove the auger head off of the extension and put on the cleaning brush. This brush is used to clean out the inside of the tube and loosen any soil that may have stuck to the side of the tube. Repeat this process a few times to make sure that all soil is detached from the tube. Remove the cleaning brush and then use the cleaning tool with a rag tied to the end. Cover the rag in methylated spirits to help clean the inside of the access tube. We use methylated spirits because it dries quickly and is a good cleaning agent. Stick this down the tube. Again, repeat a few times to make sure the inside of the tube is nice and clean so that an expandable bung will grip correctly when we try to tighten it up. Then screw the expandable bung tool onto the auger extension, tighten it up. Take the expandable bung, give it a few twists so that it grips when we first put it in the tube and doesn't fall straight down. It's just firm enough. Use the auger extension and expandable bung tool to push the bung down the tube all the way down to the bottom. As you're pushing it down, twist it clockwise so it tightens up as it goes down. Once you reach the bottom, tighten it until you can feel a good spring back and you know that it's tight. Once you're finished, give it a quick sharp twist and pull it up. Now I'm going to stick the top cap on the top of the tube. To do that, we use a bit of all-purpose silicone around the top of the tube, making sure that it stays only on the side. Then we aim the cable gland towards where the cable is going to be coming from. We slide that over.